Good evening, everyone. So good to see everybody here this evening. Excited. We're getting close to our concert. Lots to do tonight, and I'll go over a few announcements after we do our warm-up and ready to do lots of great singing. We're going to have our narrator here tonight. We have one of our soloists here as well. So we'll be getting a little closer to our ultimate goal next Sunday afternoon. Let's start as we are able, just by standing up, and we'll start a quick warm-up together. And what I thought we would do first is just work on getting a little flexible, so we'll just start with a few shoulder rolls. One direction you choose. Just taking in some nice breaths along the way, and then we can switch direction and just let that breath go. And then what I'd like us to do next is just a couple of side bends, just so we get those side muscles working. So, okay, I know this from classes that I have been taking. If I lift up my left hand, that means you're going to lift up your right hand. So, lift up your right hand, taking a deep breath, and stretch over to the side there, and then let the breath go and slowly bring your arm back down to your side. Taking in another deep breath, and we'll bring up your left hand. And nice deep breath. And then just give yourself a little shake. And let's just do 3 deep breaths right now. So we'll breathe in and relax that breath. This one, if you're comfortable, and I realize that we are in church pews, but as you're able, just kind of let yourself bend down and relax. Take in another deep breath and let that one go. And then slowly come back up. Maybe give your shoulders one more roll out. Feel how nice and tall and expansive you are. And we'll just do one more deep breath. Excellent. All right, have a seat now. And we'll do a little bit of vocal technique and warming up. Things that we have been talking about. What we talked about last week was a good hydration routine. And something that I've been thinking about myself is I tend to be, I like to think of myself as a wateraholic. And yet in the winter time when it gets a little colder, I don't think quite as much about my water as I do in the summer when I'm kind of hot and sweaty. So I've been thinking about that. In the morning, I was actually talking to my mom about it. I always start every day off with a big glass of water just to kind of just get things going and moving. And then in the morning before 9 o'clock, I usually have had another 2 cups of water as well. And that sort of sets me off. And the one thing, the reminder, is again this time of the year, make sure that you're well hydrated, because the air does tend to be drier and we're inside enclosed spaces a lot more. We chatted last week that having your water bottle is very important, especially if you're feeling a little gunky, before performances. But the actual hydration that you do a few hours before the performance is going to make the big difference for sure. I tend not to drink before a performance a lot of coffee or tea. Caffeinated beverages can of course make us a little jittery. I tend not to drink any carbonated beverages because they give us a bit of gas. Or anything sugary or milky, because they will actually coat the throat. So save that, have that in the morning sort of thing, and have that after the performance is over. But once I would say probably around 10:30 or 11 in the morning, stick to water for the next few hours. The point that I would like to talk about tonight, if you're following along, is a very important one, because I think this is where our final step that we need to bring to tie our music together. So if you're following along in your binders, it's point number 12. All singers are actors. And we need to think of that and think of ourselves that way. It's hard sometimes for us to think that way. But I'm going to just read this out because I think they're very important words. There is no singer that is just a singer. There is a certain soulfulness, authenticity, and charisma that singers can incorporate. We are storytellers, conveying spirit, emotion, and truth. Don't think that this is just for Broadway and theater singers. It doesn't mean having to suddenly become showy or theatrical. It means understanding how to truthfully inhabit, communicate, and express the meaning and emotion of a song's lyrics in any musical style. Whenever the beauty of any singing voice is met with an honest delivery of song lyrics, it is a very spiritual experience. I think we've all felt that before when we experience that. Don't just make music, make magic. And I do think that musicians are magicians, without a doubt in my mind. Sing from your lips and speak from your soul. And add this to your resume now. If you call yourself a singer, then it's time to start calling yourself a singing actor. Trust in your technique. You do have to trust that. It's hard sometimes to go that extra step, but you have to trust and think about the expression. Strive to truthfully communicate the meaning, emotion, and story of the lyrics. So as I'm thinking, the figgy pudding is fun, it's lighthearted, it's childlike. Our Winter Frost, a beautiful poem that takes us to another era. The Sound of Music takes us back someplace else, and we have fun with our goat herder and our doe deer and our favorite things. There's so many things. And then the beautiful Christmas story. So much to tell and share with familiar songs, cleverly rearranged along the way. So do keep that in mind as we practice tonight. You'll discover it adds a bit more ease into the singing process. And it takes your mind off of the worrisome parts when we're staring into our books, thinking about what notes we have to sing, because we don't have to worry about those things. So I think you do have to trust what you're doing. And I trust in you, and I hope that you trust in me, and that we trust that we are being able to bring that forward as well. Let's sing a warm-up from those warm-up sheets that we have. Last week we tried this really good one called the Never-Ending Phrase. This one is a great one to work on breath support. So I'm just going to remind you of the melody for this one, and I'm just going to give us a tempo mark here. So the goal is to see if you can sing it one breath. If you need a breath, any comma is fair game. All right, so you're going to want to start with a really good deep breath, feeling that singer's life jacket expand, and here comes a 2-bar introduction. Breathe in. This descending breath, extending, never-ending phrase is long. I can do it, nothing to it, singing through it, staying strong. This descending breath, extending, never-ending phrase is long. I can do it, nothing to it, singing through it, staying strong. This descending breath, extending, never-ending phrase is long. I can do it, nothing to it, singing through it, staying strong. This descending breath, extending, never-ending phrase is long. I can do it, nothing to it, singing through it, staying strong. Once more. This descending breath, extending, never-ending phrase is long. I can do it, nothing to it, singing through it, staying strong. Wonderful. If you're like me, you probably found it got easier each time that we sang it, a little bit easier. And I think, again, if we think of the meaning of those words can help us to think that way. I've been telling students, our brains are supercomputers. They can do so much. If we say we're going to do something, if we want to feel our ribs expand, we think it. And our ribs expand when we breathe in. So we just think those things, and we can bring those to action. So we're going to try one new one as well, called On the Breath. We often hear people talk about singing on the breath. And if anybody ever wonders what that is, it's singing in a nice released manner, letting the breath move through the phrase. We don't want to feel like we're holding back. So I'm just going to read the paragraph first about On the Breath. Oh, it also helps us with our legato, our smooth singing. Moving from note to note is best accomplished when facilitated by riding the breath. Here's an analogy. Just as water in a canal provides a smooth channel for traveling boats, breath support provides a buoyant current for the voice. As you sing, smoothly connect pitches to ensure a true legato line, no matter how large the intervals may be. especially when the intervals become large enough that you feel like you have to shift gears and move your voice into a different registration. So the music is not terribly difficult. It's a little surprising though in a few places. It gets a little high every now and then for our altos and basses, but nothing outrageous. So let me just play them out. I'll go over the words first. It doesn't matter if the intervals are small or wide. Rely on air to take you there. On the breath we ride. And the music sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, and then a rest, and then on the breath. So we'll just try that once, just the basic melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter if the intervals are small or wide. Rely on air to take you there. On the breath we ride. Here's an introduction. We're going to do it one more time with some accompaniment now. It doesn't matter if the intervals are small or wide. Rely on air to take you there. On the breath we ride. Key change, up a semitone. It doesn't matter if the intervals are small or wide. Rely on air to take you there. On the breath we ride. Once more. It doesn't matter if the intervals are small or wide. Rely on air to take you there. On the breath we ride. Beautiful. It's quite a nice little exercise. There are a few announcements to share, and then we'll get right into our music. Our next rehearsal is our final rehearsal before concert. So Wednesday, November the 29th. We will have our seats up here, so we're going to do sort of a dress rehearsal, but you do not have to dress for it, unless you wish to, but you do not have to dress for it. If you can, arrive a little early on Wednesday, maybe between 6:30 and 6:45. This will give everybody an opportunity to sort of get seated and comfortable in our different space. I'll be down there at the piano. And then what we'll do is at 7 o'clock, we'll try to do a warm-up early, and we'll run through the entire concert program and then maybe do any final little bits of tweaking. I believe we have everybody except for one soloist, and she's doing a single solo, so we don't have to worry about that. Otherwise, and I think our narrator has to be away, so I'll probably play the role of narrator that night. We still have a few poster flyers if you wish to put them up someplace that you can think of, bulletin board or a group or anybody that you know to invite them. And if you were checking your emails today, I sent a checklist along as well. And for those who don't have email or aren't able to print it or wish to have a printed copy, I left some printed copies which you can pick up at the end of rehearsal here. I know everybody would read them, but I'm going to read them out anyways, just to make sure we're all on board with everything. So the Let's Make a Choir Christmas Concert Checklist. Final rehearsal is next Wednesday, November 29th, 7 to 9 p.m. If you can arrive between 6:30 and 6:45, we'll arrange seating, and I'd like to start the warm-up even 6:50, 6:55 if we can. Cantata books that are not already in a binder. Some people have them, and just so you know, if anybody whose cantata booklet is in a binder, I actually have 2 original copies if you prefer to hold it, but some people find those binders a little heavy, so feel free if you wish to move it into 2 binders. You are allowed to have that, and you don't have to have your cantata booklet inside the binder either. You can hold it out when you're doing that as well, because I know they can be a little heavy from time to time. Our concert again is Sunday, December 3rd, which starts at 2:30 p.m. We'll do a warm-up at 1 o'clock. So we'll spend about 45 minutes. I'll probably do about 10 minutes of warm up, and then we'll sing a number of the selections for about 35 minutes. Then we can go and relax. Feel free to bring your own water. I'm also going to have a case of water, which I'll put in the Jack Burke Fellowship room out there, that people are welcome to have a bottle of water, and you may bring your water up to your seat as well so that you can sip away at it along the way. We will assemble about 2:20 p.m. up here, so we're going to seat in our seats. I'll be up here at the piano, and there's no processional. Again, please don't go out shopping for clothes. This isn't a fashion show. If you have these in your wardrobe, you can wear, ladies can wear a dark skirt or slacks and a white or light colored blouse, or all black. And if you have anything festive that you wish to wear, whether it's earrings or a scarf or a necklace or anything like that, feel free to, or a corsage, feel free to wear that. And for our guys, dark, oh, and by the way, ladies do not have to wear, yeah, I did say dark skirt or slacks. You don't have to wear a skirt. You can definitely wear pants for sure. And for the men, dark pants, white shirt, or all black. If you have a Christmassy tie or a red tie, something festive, feel free to wear that as well. No strong colognes or aftershaves. It can cause breathing problems, and we don't need that for our singers and actually for our audience too. I mentioned water already. I won't read that out. Again, please do spread your word to family and friends. All are invited. There is no cost to attend. There is a free will offering. There is no expectation that they have to put anything on the plate. So I would just love to have lots of people here. The monies that are collected, 100% of what is collected is split exactly down the middle to our local Christmas sharing program and the Lions Foundation for Canada Dog Guide. So everything that is collected that day goes to that. Our choir dues or fees are what go towards paying for the actual concert production. If anyone from family takes photos or videos and wishes to share that with the choir, feel free to do so. I can share that with the choir members on our Facebook group page. Also, for family members that can't be here, I'm going to use my phone, but I'm going to record the production from the back of the church, so we should at least have a single view of everybody in the choir and be able to hear the concert. So I'm sure you will probably want to hear it back, and plus maybe share it with family or friends that can't be there as well. So fingers crossed everything will work out. These video rehearsals have worked, so I think it will work. Quickly through as well. Again, anybody who wishes to help with the collection, with programs, or also operating the elevator, and I prefer it not to be a choir member, simply because I think we have enough to do that day. So if anybody is willing, I've got a couple of people already that are offering, and we're not going to do offering plates for those who've been in the choir before. It's kind of become less customary actually to do that at many of the churches that I've been working at, and it actually seems easier, I think, to just have people can leave their collection at the start of the program, or if they wish to leave donation at the end, they can do so then as well. And again, parking, this is, again, not absolutely necessary, but of course it would be nice to have lots of parking space for our audience. So if you wish to do some carpooling or parking along Farley Avenue or the next street up, and you're okay with walking, but if the weather is bad, again, no expectation that choir members do that, but it would be nice to have lots of parking available. And then a massive thank you for a wonderful few months of singing, and just from my heart. My heart gets filled every Wednesday night, and I tend to walk out on cloud 9, and then I can't get to sleep because I'm so happy. And we'll be doing this again, barring any unforeseen circumstances. We'll plan to do this again next year, and I hope all of you will return and sing again with us. As always, the jokes get worse as we move along in the season. So here we go. This one has to do with singing. So my wife likes to sing, so she decided to join the church choir. From time to time, she would practice while fixing dinner. Whenever she would start on a song, I'd go out on the porch. She must have had her feelings hurt because she asked me, "What's the matter? Don't you like my singing?" I told her, "I love your singing. I just want to make sure the neighbors know I'm not beating you." It gets worse. Never make snow angels in a dog park. For this time of the year. This one, even worse. I've started telling everyone about the benefits of eating dried grapes. It's all about raising awareness. And I got these quotes simply because I think, again, in the United States, they're celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, but I'm all about gratitude. That's something that I've been working on, especially the last year, and it's been helping me immensely. I write 3 things that I'm grateful for every morning to start the day off, and it seems to really get the day off to a great start. So these are both about thanks. When we consciously cultivate love, joy, and gratitude, we create a different world. And another one, when we focus on our gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. Truly believe that for sure. And one more about our practice. Your mastery depends on focus, patience, and practice, not on luck. I do believe that as well, and that comes from, I don't know who wrote the other 2 quotes, but this one comes from somebody named Robin Sharma. So with that in mind, let's run over the concert through from start to finish. For those who could come on Sunday, we had a great rehearsal. The accompaniment seemed to work. There was only one that was a little speedy. I think I've got that figured out. And we've got a bit of extra instrumentation happening. We will be expecting Debbie to come as well to play her flute with us. And we have Mark, our narrator, coming as well this evening to go over the narration with us as well. So it begins with a figgy pudding. And in case you wish to mark these things down, I don't know if I have extra pencils with me right now. I don't think I do. But we will obviously stand to sing this one. So we will be seated at the, I don't have any extra pencils right now, but we will be seated before the concert starts. And the first 2 selections will come unannounced. So we'll stand up and we'll sing Figgy Pudding. We'll take a breath. Hopefully we'll get a little applause. And then we'll move into our second piece, Winter Frost. And then we'll sit down after Winter Frost and there'll be some words of welcome after that. So let's start with our Figgy Pudding. And as we are able, we shall stand up to sing. And just bear with me while I organize the various different sounds here. Okay, here we go. Stay standing, and then we'll go right into our Winter Frost. When Debbie gets here, we will run through that again, but we'll do it right now so we kind of keep us going in the order of the concert. And just give me again a quick second here. All right, here we go. So everybody can be on page 3, so you don't have to flip the pages during the introduction. And then have a seat. Then we'll just take a moment. There'll be some words of welcome. I'll get a chance to speak to the audience. This gives everybody a chance to have a break, and if you need, this is a good time if you need a little sip of water or anything like that. And then my suggestion is always have your book open to the next piece so you don't have to be leafing around and moving forward. So as I do the words of welcome, this is a good time to get ready for Bridge Over Troubled Water. And then once those words of welcome are done, we will stand to sing again. So that was your quick break. Come on back up, everyone. And speaking of which, we should practice that too. So let's just take a moment. We'll have everybody sit back down again. One of the ways I always remembered it was to, I always called it standing down. So I'm upright already, and I just quickly come right up, and then when I come down, the same idea, I just kind of come back down again. So we'll do this together here. I'll give a little motion up. Very good. Excellent. It looks really good. Audiences catch on to that. Yes, stay standing for right now, and we will run through Bridge Over Troubled Water. Here we go. Feel free to feel that beat. The audience will respond.
I
Have a seat, everyone. So we will sit after that particular one. And then during the audience sing-along songs, there'll be the occasional one where I will invite the audience to stand up, simply because I think people sitting for about an hour and a half, that also is no better than having to stand for an hour and a half. So it gives people a chance to get flexible. So we will have a seat for a moment, but then I think we will stand to sing Mary's Little Boy Child. So you'll have just a moment to sort of collect yourself after that big gospel number, and then we'll stand to sing. But for tonight, since you've been doing a fair amount of standing, we'll stay seated for this one. And this one is also recorded, and I'm going to add a little organ to this one as well. Okay, Mary's Little Boy Child, and here comes the music. Don't know if I'll be quite that loud with the organ sound, but there'll be a little organ in there. After that, then we will move into our Sound of Music choral highlights. So again, we'll sit down, take a moment to sort of collect ourselves, and then we will stand to sing. Hello there, Debbie, how are you? Are you okay to stay for a little while tonight, or okay? So we'll come back. We practiced Winter Frost. We're kind of running the program, but we'll come back and do that again towards the end. So let's stand to sing Sound of Music. But just wait a second. We'll do this together. All right, here we go. Wonderful. All right, and a second here again. All right, Sound of Music is coming up right now. Make sure I'm in the right key as well. Smiling out to our audience, the hills. The hills are alive with the sound of music. With songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills are alive. Good time to look out and smile, because they're going to be delighted and surprised with hearing this. To me, there's lots of wonder here.
Raindrops on roses and whispers on windows,
White copper kettles and warm woolen mittens,
brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Colored ponies and wristlet strings,
bells and sleigh bells and sheets sold with noodles,
monkeys that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things.
girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes,
Boys that stay on my roof and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things.
when the dog bites,
When the pig sings, when I'm feeling sad,
I simply remember my favorite things, and
then I don't feel
so bad. Another time to get your heads out of your books, smile, surprise. I wouldn't be afraid to move a little bit. Here we go. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat herd, lay-o-lay-o-lo.
Folks in the townhouse playing lay-o-lay-o-lay-o-lay-o.
Lusty and clear from the goat herd's throat herd, lay-o-lay-o-lo. Oh, oh, lay-o-lay-o-lo.
Prince on the ridge of Castle Moat, lay-o-lay-o-lay-o.
Men on a road with a load to tow herd, lay-o-lay-o-lo.
Men in the midst of a town of dark, lay-o-lay-o-lay-o.
Men drinking beer with a foam afloat herd, lay-o-lay-o-lo. Oh, oh, lay-o-lay-o-lo. She yodeled back to the lonely goat herd, lay-o-lay-o-lo. What a duet for a girl and goat herd, lay-o-lay-o-lo. Oh, oh, lay-o-lay-o-lo. Happy are they, lay-o-lay-o-lay-o. Soon the duet will become a trio, Another moment, heads out of books, smiling, because we're going to start at the very beginning. A very good place to start.
When you read, you begin with ABC. When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. The first three notes just happen to be do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi. seat, so we will sit down at this point. And during this point, we will have two solos. One is going to be Climb Every Mountain, sung by a former student of mine, Kristen from Madoc. She's a lovely soprano. She's going to be also singing with us in our Home Alone song as well. And we are going to be graced by one of our members. Kathy is going to sing the song that the captain sings with Maria. But this one is written as a solo of Something Good. So Kathy, would you be willing to share that with everybody tonight? All right. All right, here we go, Kathy. Give me just a quick second here. Here we go. Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for the rehearsal.
Oh, I'm glad. It's nice to get a chance to sing as well. Then we will go into our, give me a quick second here, we will go into our audience sing-along. And this audience sing-along will be entirely seated. Continuing our Sound of Music journey, this will be the final piece, will be Edelweiss with all of the audience, and then we'll go into our Christmas carols. So we will stay seated, but we're going to run through all of them tonight. So Edelweiss is up first, and here we go. So stay seated, and here comes the music. Then we'll just go directly into the next one, which is Deck the Halls, and that is coming right away. to Frosty next.
Was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run and we'll have some fun now before I melt away. Down to the village with the broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, singing catch the evening band. He led them down the streets of town right to the traffic hall, and he only paused a moment when he heard him holler, stop! For Frosty the snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye, saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, over the hills of snow.
Following that, we go directly to the Little Drummer Boy, and that will be the last of the audience sing-along songs for a while.
Come, they told me, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum.
that point, the audience sing along, and they're going to have all of their words up on a beautiful screen, so they'll be able to stay seated. Then we go to our grown-up Christmas list. And give me just a quick second here, and I will just load that up. And we will stand, but just wait a second, and we'll try our practice standing as well with this one. And give me a quick second here. Okay. Okay, here we go, grown-up Christmas list. All right.
I sat upon your knee. I wrote to you with
seat at that particular point, so we'll have a seat there. Then we're going to have another vocal solo, which is actually a teenage student of mine that is going to sing a song called A Midwinter Carol. It's the Bleak Midwinter. Many of you know that one. And then we will go to Somewhere in My Memory. And give me just a quick second here, and I need to find the sound that I want to use for this one. I think it's under synth strings is what it's called. All right, so Somewhere in My Memory, and Kristen will be joining us for that solo portion of Somewhere in My Memory. And again, we will stand to sing. Very good. I didn't hold 53 long enough, but that's okay, and we will sit down at this point. Then we're going to have a congregational sing-song, one more sing-song, and then we're into our cantata presentation. This one is going to be Good King Wenceslas. We will ask them to stand up because this is sort of the halfway point, and we'll just get a chance to stretch. I've added some rhythm to this one just to have a little fun with it. So if you were here Sunday or you listened to the rehearsal, this one has a nice little Celtic beat to it as well. And let's just give this a go here. So we'll stay seated though for right now, and then we'll get into our cantata presentation. So here comes Good King Wenceslas.
Thank you.
that concludes the first half of the program. At that point, we will get our Christmas cantata, Have You Heard? So those of you who have it in your binder, it's the next thing in your binder. For those of you who are in books, and we have our narrator here. Welcome, Mark. Thank you so much for coming. If you're comfortable, Mark coming right up here, and Debbie is here to play the flute with us as well.
All that singing, you gotta step up, don't you?
Mark's wife Sabina sings soprano in the choir with us as well. So, and how are you doing tonight?
Where would you like me?
Probably for right now, we can just come on over here. Oh, actually, no. Well, right here would be fine, Mark. And Mark, I printed the words out to make it a little easier for you.
Oh, great.
So I'll just kind of give you a quick indication on when to come on in and. Okay, so during narrations we can remain seated, and I think I mentioned I'm not going to play music through them because I want to make sure that they're heard. Gives me time to set up for the next piece as well, and it gives us as a choir a small break as well. So just bear with me here for a quick second. I'm going to get our Christmas Day in the morning. So we'll stand up after the narration is given. So we'll go ahead and listen to the narration. Yeah.
And just because I'm more of a theater person than anywhere, what's my blocking after I say this word?
So there'll be a seat. There'll be a seat for right now. There is a seat over there if you want to walk over there. But there'll be oh, just so you know, you're blocking. Yes. So you won't be there actually. The choir is all going to be here on the actual day. The lectern will actually be over here.
Okay.
So we'll make sure this front row is reserved for you right there, so you'll be able to sit down in between there.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's where you'll be.
Thank you.
And we'll actually rehearse that next, well, you're not going to be here next Wednesday because you've got to be away, but we're going to rehearse it next Wednesday, but it's easy. It's very straightforward.
It's
So,
easy.
yeah.
It's easy. It's easy.
Yeah.
You told all you that, didn't you? It's easy.
Whenever you're ready, take it away.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all humankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it.
And at that point, we will stand up and you can have a seat at this point. Thank you, that was wonderful. All right, just bear with me here for a quick second. Okay, so the first piece, this is a Christmas Day in the morning, so if you want to relax for a minute, we have 2 songs to sing, and then we get to this one. That's the 3rd song in, so. And for whatever reason, just give me a second, choir. I just want to make sure this is the correct tempo, so bear with me here. I feel like that's not the right tempo. Just give me a second here. So at this point, we're just thinking very reflectively on what has just been said, looking out at our audience, ready to share the message. Was born on Christmas Oh, they sail into, they sail and all the bells on earth shall ring on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day, and all the bells on earth shall ring on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. In the morning, softly the wind blows over the lake. Brightly the star shines, flooding the sky. Angels are singing, shepherds are reading, God's love revealed, Jesus is born. And all the souls on earth shall sing on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. And all the souls on earth shall sing on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Good Christian friends rejoice, with heart and soul and voice. Give ye heed to what we say, Jesus Christ is born today. Heaven and earth before him bow, for he is in the manger now. Christ is born, Christ is born today. Christ is born today. Have you heard, have you heard, have you heard, have you heard? Christ is born on Christmas Day in the morning. Good job. Have a seat. Yep.
The Christmas story began long before Jesus was born. The scriptures are filled with detailed predictions, voices from history declaring that a Savior was on the way. The prophet Isaiah wrote that God would bring comfort to all people, and a voice would be heard in the wilderness, a voice calling, "Prepare the way of the Lord."
Again, this is an opportunity to look right out at the audience. We have a message to tell them. And we start with our basses coming in first and tenors. Come, Messiah. Come, Messiah. Come, thou long expected Jesus. going to be on.
Around 2,000 years ago, events began to unfold, signaling that the Messiah was on his way. The angel first appeared to a young girl named Mary and told her she was chosen to bring the promised Savior into the world. An angel also appeared to her betrothed husband, informing him of Mary's great destiny. Just before Mary was due to deliver her child, she and Joseph learned that they had to take a long journey required by the Roman tax census. When they arrived in Bethlehem, there were no rooms left, only a stable. It was that night in that stable the miracle birth took place. Mary wrapped her firstborn son in cloths and placed him in the only cradle that was available.
Beautiful, Debbie, just beautiful. All right, then we have our Celtic Christmas lullaby, and Mark, you're on.
He came to earth from heaven, our God and Lord of all. His shelter was a stable, his cradle was a stall. For the poor and meek and lonely, he came to earth, our Savior, holy.
And that is definitely not the right tempo. Give me a quick second there. Wonderful. Again, have a seat.
As the newborn king lay there in the manger, the world around him had begun to change. The Bible tells of a strange light in the heavens and an angel appearing to the shepherds, leaving their sheep and hurrying away to see the child. On that holiest of nights, the tiny town of Bethlehem, the course of history was forever altered.
thinking and wonder as we listen to this song. This is a fresh take for everybody. They think they're going to know what we're going to sing, but then we're going to be singing a different tune. Seat. Actually, I apologize. We won't, because this one comes without a narration. So we do have to stay standing for this one. Sorry. So you may want to make a note between page 59, stay standing. I'm going to do that right now. All right. Oh, holy night. Here we go.
It is the night.
then wait till the music stops. So it's going to be a couple seconds because there's a fermata there, and then we will sit.
When they arrived in Bethlehem, the shepherds found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they began spreading the word, and everyone was amazed by what they were saying. The shepherds returned to their flocks, glorifying and praising God for all they had seen and heard, which was just as they had been told.
And this one is ours, Debbie.
Born thy people to deliver, born a child, and yet a king. Born to reign in us forever, now thy gracious kingdom bring. by thy own eternal Spirit, rule in our hearts alone, by thy own all-sufficient merit, raise us to thy glorious throne.
As we sing this, ask those questions. This is the last time we get to ask those questions. Have a seat, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you, Mark. A wonderful, wonderful job. Debbie, if you can stay a few minutes longer, but Mark, you did a great job. I had one word that I was just going to mention. Just at the very end, I'll show you.
He says, I did a great job. You did all the work, and it sounded remarkable. Clearly, from there, you sound remarkable.
Just at the very end, I don't know if the old-fashioned word, line, sounded a little different.
All right.
So it just sounded, we could have just sounded a little
I
better.
have an East Coast accent.
Possibly, that could have been on there, yeah. Otherwise, we are golden. It was wonderful. Your voice is perfect, nice to sing. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right, so we're going to sing our "'Twas in the Moon of Winter Time" congregational hymn, and then we will do Noche de Paz, and then we'll do the winter frost after that. So this one is also the congregation, or the audience has been sitting for a half hour, so we will invite them to stand to sing this one, but we'll just stay seated because we've been working really hard right now. So let me just grab this here. All right, so "'Twas in the Moon of Winter Time," and here we go. There'll be a little benediction given at this point, and then we will stand to sing our final blessing to bless everyone out. I will invite the audience also to sing Silent Night when it comes to the English words. We won't teach them the Spanish. All right, so let's stand to sing Noche de Paz. Wonderful job, everyone. Thank you so very much. Have a seat for a moment. We're going to run over the winter frost with the flute as well. That felt really good to run through everything. I just love hearing everything. It's definitely very festive. And so yes, let's do the winter frost with the flute once through. I know you've been standing a lot tonight, but you sound so much better when you're standing. So let's stand up to sing Winter Frost. And since this gives us a second chance on this one, we're going to work on our singing actor work. Even though it's the end of the evening, we're going to work on telling that story. There's lots of imaginative text in here, so have fun with it. I hear, again, in our cantata presentation, questions, again, clever little changes on familiar words and familiar things that we have heard that will just gives a little challenge, but also delight to our audience as well. So if we show those things along the way and show our joy and our care, they will respond and you will get that energy back and it will make it easier to sing. I promise you that for sure. So let's sing our Winter Frost, and give me 2 seconds here. I think we are almost good here. Okay. I'm going to do that one more time. Sorry, Debbie. Lovely job, everyone. Thank you so very much. Have a seat. I have one other small piece of advice to make it easier when we are singing to express ourselves. It's really easy to do as well. When another part gets to sing, say our tenors and basses are singing, I realize it's very difficult to do it right now in the position that we're in, but when we're up here next Wednesday night, take a moment to kind of be interested in what they're singing. Or when sopranos have a break and the altos are singing, check in with what they're doing, and vice versa. If the sopranos have something, that's a great, easy way to show that you're very interested in the text. It's not hard to do that. That's not acting at all. That's just being interested in the text. And that, to me, is where we can add that authenticity that we were talking about at the start of the rehearsal. To me, that adds that little bit of extra communication, because if they see that we're interested in what other people are singing, the audience again responds, and we feed off of what the audience gives us. So if the audience looks interested in that they're having a good time, we will loosen up and have that good time as well. So keep that in mind. That was a great rehearsal, everyone. Have a lovely evening. So we'll see you all next Wednesday, somewhere between 6:30 and 6:45, so we can get position, and then we'll work our way through the entire concert in a dress format. But again, no need to dress in specific wear that evening. Thank you very much.